Hey guys, welcome back to the Elevator Life. We're here in China. It is July 4th. We want to wish all of you guys back home a happy July 4th. Welcome Nick back to China. You had a good vacation. Just got back. How'd it go?
Yeah, great time at home with family and friends, and most importantly, taking care of business. But we're happy to be back in Guangzhou, where we're making a ton of stuff happen.
It's good to have him back. All right, guys. Today we're going to talk about the Chinese consumer and it's their buying power. We've hit on a lot in the past episodes about luxury brands all coming to China. In the next 5 years, the majority of luxury goods will be purchased here. So we're going to try and build a picture of their actual buying power, illustrate for you guys with some real stories of what we see here on the ground. Why should people be interested in Chinese business? Okay, who is the Chinese consumer?
Yeah, I think it's going to paint a really nice picture for all of you watching that it'll really help you identify with and maybe, recognize an opportunity you might want to take advantage of, bringing some Western goods over here, importing or anything like that, because opportunities are endless.
Yeah, last night we were out to dinner with a few clients, and they were from Seattle, and he goes, a lot of people, there's just so many misconceptions on business in China, doing business here, in the Chinese culture and people in general. People just don't understand, or haven't made the effort to understand and do business here, which, can create a huge problem because China, America, you got two huge superpowers that working together, efficiently can benefit both parties. But if you're not going to work together, it's globalization. So whoever is going to work with China most efficiently is going to win. They're going to win in this market, and they're winning currently.
Yeah, exactly. I was at an event last night for the Council General for his Goodbye Party and the 4th of July party last evening on July 3rd. And everybody who I was talking to, everybody, new and old connections I met with, were just saying simply they need people like us, Americans, full-time based in China.
Today's episode is titled Pink Lamborghinis and Chrome Ferraris because that is an actual thing here. People have that much money to customize those vehicles. And so we're going to go back and talk about where their wealth came from and how it has affected and transformed who those people are today. Right?
Yeah, I think that's the major point that we have to understand. Everybody involved in business, international business, is where that wealth comes from, and how that helped develop their mentality. In this case, the past 2 generations in China have seen literally a spike, in regards to wealth.
Definitely.
Their parents' generation were the ones who were kind of reaping all the benefits of the development. And if you look at the generation now, it's a very much, a generation very much concerned with buying, they want it, and they want it now, regardless of cost.
Exactly. So when you talk about the super rich in China, you have people up on this level, okay? And those are super, super, super rich. And then what we're, and everyone else is so excited about, is the middle, that is gaining more and more and more power. So who are the rich? Where do they come from?
Yeah.
And then who are the middle class? And how does each class spend their money? We're going to go back and how did the first people get really super rich here in China?
Yeah, first of all, you can look at development. And for development, what do you need? Of course, you need real estate.
Exactly.
It's one of the largest. That's what made a ton of people so much wealth, literally overnight. These people such as farmers who own the land.
Farmers.
Where there's now 100, and 10-story skyscrapers. The person who owned those 5 acres got paid quite a premium, to give up that land.
Well, we're sitting right here in Guangzhou. We're sitting in Zhujiang New Town. 5 to 10 years ago, this place wasn't even here. Mm-hmm. Now this is the center of the city. So the people that own this land 10 years ago, they're now super, super rich, and they've come from a family that's never been rich before. So about 2 generations ago, you have this starting to develop. The people that own the factories that just got huge. You have the people that own the farms that got bought out by the government, or that still own the buildings on the government, that got super rich super fast and have never had money before. And it's kind of like, how people would win the lottery back in America, and not know what to do with the money. So that's where you get the people buying these insane cars, living these insane lives, you know?
There's just so much consumption over here, and the amount of wealth, like you said, the people who have it right now and the people who are working for it, have tasted it and have started spending like they already have it, are also those consumers that, it's literally through the roof, the amount of consumption here of premium goods, that it's just very much a consumer-driven, mentality here, where everybody is the kind of buy mentality.
Yeah. And so that's what we're trying to get at, is these Chinese consumers, they represent a new kind of consumer, not one that we're used to seeing very often in America, okay? And so you have that generation, their parents got super, super rich, and then you'll have the next few generations, kids around our age, a lot of kids around our age, who've never had a job and will never work in their entire lives. Okay? They're driving around in Ferraris. They're driving around in packs of Ferraris. Literally, when we left the bar last night after he was saying this, we walked by a group of like 6 Ferraris, a few Lamborghinis. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah, we had this conversation at the bar yesterday, and people just don't understand. There's no comprehension about it. And walking by, I remember I saw 2 F430s, 2 458 Italias, I think 2 Gallardos, Aventador, that brand new Lamborghini, and remember, 100% import tax.
Yes. So it's like they're buying 2 of them.
It's like they're buying 2, and a few Skylines thrown in there. I mean, I'm a big car fanatic, so seeing this, literally just lined up, and it's a Tuesday night. It's not like it's a special event on the weekend, like a Cars and Coffee that you find in California or Arizona. This was just a Tuesday night. Some buddies went out and they brought their cars with them, and that's what you see.
And the thing with that generation is they've never had a job. You know how that how that works. It's give me. I'm entitled to this. You'll see one of them park in the middle of the street, put his flashers on, and this is downtown where cars are going by. Put his flashers on and go sit down with his friends. Doesn't park. He's in the road. Okay, and so it's that mentality, and we've kind of seen that mentality flow down into the rising middle class. We'd like to talk about iPhones as well. Every iPhone is the biggest status symbol in China. Everyone needs an iPhone. Everyone wants an iPhone, and it's unbelievable because people that in no way can afford it, because they are super expensive here.
Yeah.
Super expensive, and everyone they'll pay monthly.
Yeah.
Leases to try and just be able to hold an iPhone. That they can't even. It would take them a few months to build up. The amount of money that they earn at their job to actually be able to buy it.
I mean, yeah, it's all about looking the part of that consumer who can afford these brands. And yeah, the biggest thing is mobile phone. I mean, everybody's on their phone. You're texting. You're talking on the phone. Obviously, playing games. Whatever. It's always in your hand, and that's such a big symbol here of being able to say, oh yeah. They want it so badly to be able to be, I'm part of this class and I'm coming up. So even if they can't afford it outright, they still find a way to get it. So there's just so much consumption. And then if you match that with the amount of people who are here, it's pretty scary.
Yeah, the buying power. And it's really the idea behind brands and what we look like that has trickled down from the guys that have the money in the first place. The rest of the population will see them cruising around the streets or, buying very, very, very expensive vacation packages, all this kind of stuff. And once people in the middle class start rising, they think that's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
They think that's what they need to do.
And then they do it.
Exactly. It's a different mindset. That's why we like to call it the new Chinese consumer, the new consumer. And we want to help people understand what's going on. It's a different view of money. Exactly. I just want to throw a little fact out there I read today. I don't know if it was 2015 or 2020. It doesn't really matter. But at some point, they're going to have 220 cities of over 1 million people. All of Europe has 35. Okay? So you think, or we were talking about real estate growth and where the money has come from. Well, think about that real estate growth in terms of that many cities booming. Okay? Think about how many rich people that has led to buying all those luxury goods and the effect those rich people have had on their cities and the middle class that are rising.
Yeah.
Okay? It's status symbols. Okay? It's looking good. Last but not least, the last thing that we wanted to talk to about where they like to spend a lot of money is gifts.
Yeah.
Gifts are extreme. Gifts are the centerpiece of this culture. Okay, and the more expensive the gift is, the more face-up they get.
Yeah. It's the whole gifting process over here is. Sometimes it's unfathomable to the point where it's like, wow, really? That's a gift to you? And what's better to give as a gift than a premium good product, a luxury brand product? Obviously, that shows, I am able to afford to give you this gift, give you this product, which shows, they're most likely part of this, or they're on their way to this class.
Exactly. So I hope that gives you guys just a little glimpse into the Chinese consumer, what's going on over here. You have this super rich, okay, and they got rich really fast, and they love to spend it and make themselves look flashy.
Exactly.
That has trickled down into the middle class that is rising up and starting to also make income, to bring this all colliding into, we want brands, we want goods, and we want to spend money and show that we have it.
Yeah, like we've said throughout this whole episode, just the amount that people consume here and the amount that they demand to consume here is unprecedented, and
paired with the volume of people.
Paired with the volume, if you mash those numbers together, even those figures, it's just opportunity is all around us.
Exactly.
And, over 220 cities, you said?
Yep.
Pick one, and you'll see for yourself the amount that people want to buy, want to spend is, the same throughout this country.
And there's one last thing, people that, I forget the actual program of investing in America.
EB5 program.
EB5 program, and that is blowing up. They will spend that amount of money, to get American citizenship, to invest in America. You'll find people, we want to buy an American winery. Do you care which? No, hands off. We just want to be able to tell people that we own an American winery. It's just, we want to be able to tell people. And so, it's not a long enough post to encompass all the different, objects and angles of what the Chinese consumer is. But it's a beginning, informational process to let you guys know kind of what's going on over here with them.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to go into further detail about maybe some case studies or things we've experienced, and maybe a lot of, firsthand, anecdotes about what we've seen and business deals we've been a part of, so you guys can really see that this is no joke, and we know so many other people who have done the same thing. So I think it will be really important for you guys, to make sure you pay attention to that and see that there's opportunities out here for you as well.
Exactly. So you got the massive buying power in both the middle class and the super rich, and that is encompassing and pairing with the amount of volume that you have here, leading to a very excitable market that we want to help get you guys to know a little better.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, hope you enjoyed that episode. It's evening time here, July 4th in China, so we're going to try and make sure, take advantage of the rest of our night.
Happy holidays, guys. See you soon.
Cheers.